Bruce Lee is universally recognized as a martial arts legend. But beyond his physical prowess and on-screen charisma, Bruce Lee was an innovator in martial arts education. His teaching methods were not only revolutionary for his time, but continue to influence martial artists and educators worldwide. Breaking tradition, challenging traditional martial arts. In the 1960s, martial arts were rigid and traditional. Most schools followed strict styles with little room for adaptation. Bruce Lee questioned these traditions. He believed that rigid adherence to a single style limited a fighter potential. His philosophy was simple: absorb what is useful, discard what is not, and add what is uniquely your own. Jeet Kune Do, the way of the intercepting fist. Bruce Lee's creation of Jeet Kune Do (JKD) was a manifestation of his philosophy. Unlike traditional martial arts, which focused on form and style, JKD emphasized practicality, efficiency, and flexibility. Lee taught his students to adapt to their opponents rather than follow a rigid set of rules. Emphasis on individuality, customizing training. Bruce Lee recognized that every individual is unique. He tailored his teaching methods to fit each student, strengths and weaknesses. This personalized approach was groundbreaking at the time. Instead of enforcing a one-size-fits-all method, Lee encouraged his students to develop their own style. Encouraging critical thinking. Lee's teaching methods also promoted critical thinking. He didn't just teach techniques, he explained the underlying principles. His students learned to understand the why behind each move, which empowered them to innovate and adapt in real-time combat situations. Integration of different disciplines, cross-training. Another revolutionary aspect of Bruce Lee's teaching was his emphasis on cross-training. He believed in integrating techniques from various martial arts disciplines. Lee studied boxing, fencing, wrestling, and even philosophy to create a more holistic approach to martial arts. Physical and mental training. Bruce Lee understood that martial arts were not just about physical prowess, but also mental discipline. He incorporated meditation, breathing exercises, and mental conditioning into his training regimens. This holistic approach ensured that his students were well-rounded fighters. Scientific approach to martial arts. Use of technology. Bruce Lee was one of the first martial artists to use technology in his training. He filmed his practice sessions to analyze his techniques, identify weaknesses, and improve. This use of video analysis was far ahead of its time and is now a standard practice in many sports. Fitness and nutrition. He also emphasized the importance of fitness and nutrition. He developed a scientific approach to training, focusing on strength, flexibility, and endurance. His diet was carefully planned to optimize performance, making him one of the first martial artists to integrate nutrition into training.